Hi, everyone. Welcome back. We've had a little hiatus. I cut my hair, so I had to take a break. A little surgery, had to take a break. But we're back, and I'm with my great guest today on Bad Bird, Good Design. And it is Garnett with Cambria USA. And I love the fact that it's Cambria USA. It is made in USA, and I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
You had to educate me. So Garnett is my rep, and he comes around and shows me beautiful samples and entices me to help me with my projects. And you work with builders, designers, architects. You have architectural firms. Anybody really that's going to spec countertops,
Correct.
I guess you go and see. And leaves us with this great tower display with everything. And we get to handpick, which is super nice because a lot of suppliers won't allow you to handpick, which is wasteful. You know, if it's not pretty, I'm not going to use it. I don't want it. And you listen and you take note of what I say and show me the good stuff, the new stuff and all that. And let me just say that Garnett is also one of our sponsors of ASID Florida North and ASID probably nationwide. And you're going to learn some good stuff about Cambria countertops today and the difference between quartz, quartzite, man-made, natural, blah, 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 all that. So tell me how we first met.
Oh my gosh.
Do you recall?
It was actually, I don't recall how we first met. Like, you're going to have to refresh my memory.
I do. You came in, I usually don't. He came in and he was very formal and I'm not. So he came in and he introduced himself. So glad to meet you, and left. I just left. You were like, and you left a few things for me.
That's right.
And then I got this beautiful display case.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, maybe I better pay attention to this guy next time he shows up.
That's
I better
right.
listen.
And then the second time I came in,
Beautiful
I couldn't
leather.
find the case.
I hid it because I didn't want him to take it back. No, seriously, I know we're it's a lot in here. So anyway, and then we actually started chatting, and then we met at some ASID and KBA events. Yeah, because you're on the board.
Correct.
There.
Yes, I am a membership chair for the NKBA
God
North
bless.
Florida.
Yeah,
yes,
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot doing these things. I'm learning, have a new respect for board members, and the fact that we can't be fired because we're volunteers. I asked that twice, and they said, no, you cannot. I said, okay. And they said, this will be your year of growth.
There you go.
Yeah. Have you grown?
A little bit. A little bit of growth.
Yeah.
Like there's more room to grow.
Exactly. I'm sure going in and out of all the crazy designers and the aloof builders and all the people you have to deal with, I'm sure that you grow every day.
Oh, yeah.
And anybody in sales knows that you take a lot of punishment. You lug around a lot of stuff. You go through a lot of smiles and being nice, hoping that somebody will buy your product, spec your product. But tell me why you convinced me to use Cambria.
I think the way that I convinced Robyn to use Cambria was first and foremost, as we talked about, is it's an American-made product. You know, we're a family-owned, we're American-made.
Huge.
Cambria's located, of course, in LeSueur, Minnesota, which is about an hour south of Minneapolis. So all testing, all manufacturing, all distribution done under one roof here in the United States.
So cool. Yeah. It's so cool. And having toured a few factories of different, plumbing, appliances, things like that, even furniture. I know the furniture factory in Grand Rapids that I got to go to at Kendall. It's fabulous to watch and just see the process, So I'm hoping I get to go to Cambria.
Oh, yes. We're going to make sure that we get Miss Robyn out to Cambria and she could see the plant. It's actually a great experience because once you see how everything is made and the intricate details that Cambria uses, when you come back, you end up going strictly with Cambria.
Yeah, I'm going to be an expert.
Expert.
Plus, I love not only the process and the artisans and the people that have worked there for, however many years.
Yes.
I know, like at Kendall, they had people work there for 40 years. It was incredible. and I'm sure Cambria, being a family-owned business, you're pretty tight-knit, close-knit. And when you travel, you see the same people, when you know the same people. And that makes for a really good product. It helps me feel good about speccing that for my client. Another thing that I enjoyed seeing was the design process.
Yes.
How you do that. Do you send your designers out into the world? Do you keep them in a room and make them draw all day long? I mean, where do they get their inspiration, and where do they decide what a homeowner is going to want?
So our designers really get you said they go out in the world and they get their inspiration from nature.
Yeah.
No, we get a lot of inspiration from also the Celtic region, because that's the name Cambria is Welsh. Yep.
You know, I have Welsh ancestry.
Oh, you might be related to their Davises.
Let me tell you, I love the rocks. I am.
Yeah.
I'm a Davison clan.
You're a Davis?
Get out. That's my clan, baby. That's my clan.
So
I'm not kidding.
You might be related to our CEO.
Babe.
Marty Davis is our CEO and president.
I'm going to wear my tartan.
Entire Davis family. They're all they have the Welsh heritage.
Yeah.
Cambria, the name Cambria in Welsh is for the people.
Oh,
so that's
how cool!
How we get the name, and then of course we have the Welsh dragon as our logo. But that's where Cambria gets their inspiration from, is from nature. Our head designer, Summer Kath, goes out and about in the world and gets inspiration.
She playing rocks. I mean, I do. I love rocks. I mean, I'm the first. Usually, when I start with a home like a new build, the first thing I'll even on a reno, sometimes I'll go straight to the granite yard.
Yeah,
it's my first stop, and that's where my inspiration comes from. It's this beautiful stone, and I love to pick the ones from Mother Earth. Those are my favorites. But tell me about what's in Cambria and why it's different and what makes it better for a homeowner.
Well, Cambria, our breakdown in quartz is 93% pure white quartz, and then 7% pigment and binder. So that's it. That's all we have in our product, and nothing else is in the product to compromise performance.
And a lot of countertops, like perhaps some from China, might be like
lower quartz content. Yeah,
30.
Correct. Yeah. The higher the quartz content, the higher you have. I mean, the better the product is. The lower the content, the less durable the product is. So not all quartz is the same.
Exactly. So if you have that binder in there and there's a lot of it, don't even get the sun near it.
Correct.
You're going to have issues later.
Exactly.
And I think the quartzite thing is hard for a lot of people. So if you can explain that, it comes out of my mouth and I question myself in my head. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
But
so quartz is a mineral that comes from the earth. It's actually the most abundant mineral on the planet, and Cambria actually has quartz to last for the next 200 years.
That blows my mind. Well. Actually, I take that back. I grew up in Mount Airy, North Carolina, who has a huge granite quarry there. And they say it's never ending. Yeah. It's like going to last forever. Of course, that was when I was a kid. They might be nearing a little more. But I told you, I said, we have the gravestone, the gray, blue granite. Call it. So.
Cambria, what they do in their quartz mines, we only source pure white quartz, because pure white quartz brings more depth and clarity when it comes to our designs.
So gorgeous.
So we organize our quartz by size. We process large, medium, and small pieces of quartz. But then what Cambria does is they go the extra step, and we grind our quartz down to like a talcum powder quartz. And we use that talcum powder to fill in the gaps between the small, medium, and large pieces. So that's why our slabs are non-porous.
Because it's strong.
Correct. Yeah. And then what happens is some manufacturers, what they do is, because that grinding that quartz down is the most expensive part of the process, what they'll do is they'll use fillers like sand and glass. Sand and glass, as we all know, is a natural stone, but sand and glass is porous. So that's why with some manufacturers you get staining in your quartz, because they're using sand, glass as fillers, whereas Cambria, we only use quartz, and quartz is non-porous.
And it is hard to stain it.
Correct, yes.
No matter what it is.
Correct.
It is hard, but it's impossible.
virtually impossible. Now, there are some things that can stain. I mean, nothing is stain resistant.
Well, I say that like 6 times a week, especially like, no, that's not, no, it's going to stain. No, you have 3 dogs. No, you have 6 kids. No, I say those things. I mean, accidents do happen. Things happen. But this is another thing I loved about Cambria that sucked me in, because if you're a designer and you've ever spec'd a countertop and it did not deliver, or you're living with one that did not deliver, there's nothing worse. I mean, it's just constant. You look at it, it makes you mad. You worry about it, you clean it, you deal with it, and you just want to replace it. And so if something happens to your Cambria top, you guys come right in.
Correct.
Like magic.
Yep. We're the only company that offers a lifetime warranty on our product. Yeah. And it's a lifetime transferable warranty. So when you're...
Do you hear that? Realtors, do you hear that?
Exactly. So when you purchase Cambria, you register your countertop and you have that lifetime warranty, a transferable warranty. So whoever comes into the home, if you have a homeowner that sells it, the next homeowner that now comes in has that lifetime warranty under them. All they need to do is contact Cambria Customer Care. We update the new homeowner's information, and now that warranty is now covered by the new homeowner.
That's just unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, does anybody do that anymore?
No, actually, we're the only company that offers a transferable lifetime warranty.
Yeah, I don't remember that from like decades. That's like back when they made solid wood furniture. You know, I still have people ask for that. And I'm going, let's have a little lesson here. Let's talk about the last 30, 40 years. Well, to me, this is all incredible stuff. And to me, it makes my life easier. It gives me great calm and great ease to do that. I think builders love to hear this because it comes back on them just like it does me, because I'm the designer. I could be gone.
Exactly.
But the builder's got a warranty on that house.
Exactly.
That they've got to follow up with. Plus, I live here. I want to see people again. I want my homeowners to be happy. I want them to have the right thing. Yep. So I have a lot of people come to me and they're like, oh, I want to get quartz because it's cheaper. Well, no, it's not. Not always.
Yes, exactly.
And, porcelain slabs are out now, and they're great. I think for some things, I have since learned the snafus of porcelain slabs. So I'm not breathing easy about that. And dealing with that, and we're doing fireplace walls and the way I know we did a fireplace one time with a natural, we called it sugar marble, and it just crumbled. Yeah. Once we got it vertical, it crumbled. And so we had to seam it, and that was never the intent, but the homeowner was gracious and it turned out to be beautiful. Yeah. I mean, it really did. And nobody would ever know that, but now you do. And, but I thought this would have been so much easier with another product, but I was, enamored with that beautiful white quartz. Yeah. That's why when you say we grind the white quartz, I'm going, can you not just make a big white quartz slab? Because it's got to be gorgeous to start with. Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, remember, it's a mineral that comes out of the earth, and then so it starts off as just rocks. But then what we do at Cambria is we go through a 5-step process in order to make it a slab.
So it comes out unlike the big, gigantic ones you see taken out of Italy or Brazil or something like that. It comes out as actual stone.
It's actual stones.
Like you mined them.
Exactly. Okay. So when people say, "Oh, quartz,"
that makes more sense.
I don't want to go with quartz because it's man-made. Well, technically, it's not man-made.
Technically, it's not.
Yeah, it's because quartz is a mineral from the earth, and it's the most abundant mineral from the earth. What's made is the design. So we rather call it engineered stone. Yeah. So the design is man-made, but the actual quartz itself is a mineral from the earth.
And it is engineered. Yes, I mean, truly, it is. Do you ever use like other particles like metal or any other? Okay.
And that's one of the things that separates Cambria from the competition is that Cambria will use things as like brass, and we will also use real steel in our designs. We have a design called Windsor Brass Satin Ridge, which has really taken off here in the Jacksonville area.
Beautiful kitchen with that,
yeah. And then we have another design called Windsor Steel, and when you touch the actual slab, you could feel the steel and the brass inside of the design. The reason Cambria can do this is because we have the technology to do it that nobody else does. So that's what separates Cambria from everybody else.
So do you have that patent and you keep that? Good. So you have good R&D.
Yes, we do.
And you have good design. You have good process. You have a good backup. You have family business. You have a made in the USA business. Tell me how they treat their sales reps. Now's your chance to really either slam them or tell them what a great company they are. But I know that you are always happy. I see a lot of sales reps, and sometimes they're not happy because they're not being treated well.
As far as Cambria as a company, I've been with the company for going on 5 years.
Yeah.
And
it's
been 5 years. Well, 2 of my years has been here in the Jacksonville, Amelia Island market. But I spent my first 2 years with Cambria in upstate New York. Yeah. So I covered the entire state, lived in Syracuse and had about
huge territory.
Over 2,000 accounts.
Wow.
In that one territory. So a lot of windshield time.
Blew that up and handed it to somebody. Lucky you. I
got the call from Cambria asking if, when the position came open, if I was interested in coming back to Florida. And within a matter of months, I was back here in the Jacksonville market. So,
nice.
But as a company, I absolutely love Cambria.
Yeah,
so,
it's evident. I mean, I can tell, and I've heard you say it before.
What makes it easier is that we show amazing designs.
It does.
It does.
And
I love the fact that we're showing a product that nobody else has, that nobody else can compete with.
Yeah.
It's so unique and different.
And I'm not fun to show. I'm not. And the newbies come in and they're looking at me like, okay. The old reps are like, I didn't design it. So you don't like it, doesn't bother me. But I'm very vocal. I'm like, ooh, or I go, ow, that hurts my eyes. I say all kinds of derogatory things. It's terrible.
Well, I like that. I like that. You're to the point, you tell it like it is.
Yeah, you just laugh at it. You just go, yeah, whatever. You're like, you don't have to order these.
Yeah. I ask you, Miss Robyn, which ones do you like?
Yes, you do. And I go, none of them, or that one, or whatever. But even if I don't like it, personally, I see the value in it because of what homeowners want and what people are looking for. I can only imagine, the spec builder market. You must have a good lockdown on that. And sometimes that's hard because spec builders don't want to put the money into a nicer house. They want to go with the cheapest or whatever. I'm telling you, I love IKEA, but I would not buy IKEA countertops for anything on earth. Love the cabinets. Have used them. They're great. They have a great warranty. They service great. They work great. Yep. They like a 25-year warranty, I think, if they still do it. It was wonderful, though. Yep. But the countertops, I picked it up and I'm like, what is this? I don't even know what that is. I mean, I wouldn't call that stone. Yeah. I have no idea. Could I bend it? Maybe on a good day. It was odd. It was really odd to me. And I've encountered that in the furniture world, when they do marble top tables, and you have to really watch for what things are. And now you have a discerning eye. I'm sure you know the difference. My niece was telling me the other day, she said, I was happy with Z Gallery until you came along. But it's, once you know, you know. Yeah. Yep. And if you're building a home, you need to research your countertops. Yes. You really do.
One of the other features of Cambria is our post-customer service, as we talked about. Yeah. Not only do we have that transferable warranty, but we are the only company that will cover manufacturer defects, and we will also cover homeowner issues. Mishaps. Exactly. When it comes to manufacturer defects, if you have a client who's looking at their countertop, something's not right, they call Cambria. We have a field service technician come in and take a look at that countertop, and we determine, yes, it was our slab that was defective. It wasn't fabrication. It wasn't installation. It wasn't the cabinets being off level. It wasn't human error. It was our actual slab. And we, as Cambria, will remove that slab. We get a new slab, and then we refabricate it, we reinstall it, and we disconnect and reconnect all plumbing and electric for the lifetime of the product.
Oh, wow.
No other manufacturer does that.
That's incredible.
Besides Cambria.
Well, that sold me. I was going to look at a reno, and kind of fell in love with the dark with the metal in it, and which we have 2 projects coming up with the silver and the bronze. I'm excited, the gold. But that helped me because we had like these long, incredible cabinets all over. But it's so much countertop. I was like, we can buy another house. And you told me that, and I was like, sold, sold. I am so happy about that because I was stressing about what to do because cost was going to be a factor. And then, of course, we showed them the sample, and they fell in love with it. And then when we told them that, they were like, done.
Sold,
Yeah, done. Exactly. It's all good. And, to have that safety net and have that comfort when you're buying these big ticket items for your home, it's a nice thing. Exactly. It helps a lot. It's like, you have a car warranty or whatever, and this is not an extra that you have to buy.
Yeah, it's part of the warranty when you buy Cambria. We also cover human error. So chips or scratches. So if your client ever chips or scratches their countertop, all they need to do is contact Cambria customer care. That's 1-866-CAMBRIA. And our customer care representatives will speak with the homeowner, and they'll schedule an appointment for our field service technicians to come out and take care of any chips or scratches on site. So we fill it, polish it on site free of charge for the lifetime of the product, no matter how many times your clients chip or scratch it. We're there to take care.
There are people sitting out there going, I had to have my marble countertops for it. I had to have, which I love marble. You can't. I mean, it's Mother Earth. I love it. It is beautiful, but it does have maintenance, and you have to love it.
Exactly.
And you shouldn't buy it if you think that nothing should ever break or stain or scratch or any of that stuff. You should not buy marble, but you should buy marble for the look, the feel, and the ambiance of it. And if you bake, buy marble. It's great to bake on and stuff like that. But I just love that Cambria is stress-free.
Correct.
That is like the biggest selling point for me. And you have so many. How many styles do you have? How many SKUs?
Oh my gosh.
To choose from. I mean, you have a lot.
About 180 colors that we have.
Have you ever had anybody just like go through them all and not like anything?
No, because by then they get so confused. So we kind of slim it down because we don't want the clients to get confused. If you're going through 180 designs, it's a little bit overwhelming.
You can't even show a designer that many.
Yeah, exactly.
Because most of us are kind of ADD anyway, and we're no. Yeah, what was that one? But I think you do 4 at a time for me.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
What does that say about me? A lot, but it's a good thing, and I don't know. I'm excited about the partnership, and I have used it before. I just used it without the knowledge.
Yeah.
So I'm so grateful to you.
Oh,
and so thankful.
Grateful for you. We're very grateful for your business.
Well, and thank you for the event you did for us to educate designers about it, and thank Cambria for us. And we're looking forward to doing more. We've got a lot of fun things coming up, and I know Cambria does too. And I'm so excited about my trip. That's going to be great.
Yes.
Yeah. Amanda and Joanne and I call each other, you going on the trip, Dana? Or you going on the trip? Because we've been on a couple of trips together. Now we think we're bonded. We have to go for life, But it is fun.
Yes, it is.
It's a great way to learn about something and experience it firsthand.
Exactly.
And, extra time with you and always about the relationships.
Correct.
I think.
Yeah.
And as you and I get to work together more and know one another more, it's easier to speak your mind and say, Robyn,
exactly.
You don't want to do that. Or this will work or whatever. Or I'll say, oh my God, that hurt. I can't look at that. So turn into the fruitcake lady. I do. Have you ever seen the fruitcake?
No, what is the fruitcake lady?
I'll show you later. She's me at 94. So this is your moment. This is your moment to say anything you want to say before we say goodbye and tell everybody thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to Robyn's amazing podcast. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to discuss Cambria. Hopefully this has opened up a new realm and giving you great information on our product and our company.
Yeah.
So.
And let me just say he did this I said last night, you want to do a podcast? Sure. Here he is. Life is good. Service. Thank you, darling.
I don't know how she talked me into this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Bye.